Hi, it's Joe. Sunday night, getting my uniforms ready for the week. This past week was pretty good, I'd say. I actually had a couple of, I had a two-day course on using LinkedIn and building your resume and making connections and stuff. It was really good. The class, I thought it was a 2-day class, but I guess the class had been going on all week, so there were people there. I went on Thursday and Friday, and there were people there from Monday, so they already knew each other and stuff, which was pretty good because that means I walked into a class where people knew each other and they were full of energy and cracking jokes with each other, and they welcomed us along. No problem. Also, Thursday night, I had a LinkedIn webinar. Michael Quinn, so he's a 2 times LinkedIn top voice. So I already attended one of his webinars about 6 weeks ago, I think, and that was very informative. And this one, so the first one I attended was called Mastering LinkedIn. This one was Mastering LinkedIn and Building Your Brand. So he went into the little details about how to go along and find ways to market yourself. So that was pretty cool. But other than that, I have a little, actually before Thursday morning, I have a little video clip of myself driving to Thursday morning's class, and it was not a rainy day here in the Pacific Northwest, at least where I am. So I actually got to see a picture of Mount Rainier, so I'll show that to you. And also, oh yeah, before I forget, going back to LinkedIn, earlier this week, I connected with one of my former first sergeants. She was stationed with me at Kadena Air Base in Japan, Shannon Williams. And she is getting out really soon, if not already. But she just finished Hiring Our Heroes fellowship. And so I asked her some questions about her experience, and she's the 3rd person that I've talked to that I know personally that have gone through it, and they absolutely loved it. She's in a similar situation as me, coming from an overseas location with 1 year left, and asking her commander, hey, I'd really like to take advantage of this DoD Skill Bridge program. I can only do it the last 6 months of my career, and I'd like to know if you support me. And her commander said yes, and same thing with my commander. He said yes. It's a good opportunity for us. We both kind of feel bad that it turns our 1 year assignment into a 6-month assignment, but she's good people, and she was a great first sergeant. She used to be a cop, so she knew how to see through some of the bullcrap that some people threw, but she understood the needs of the airmen. She took care of them, and one of the things that she did, which I think still carries on to this day, is the last Thursday of every month, we would do a family-style potluck meal for the airmen in the dorms, and then for like 3 first sergeants after her, they continued to do that, and it's such a great way to just go and visit the airmen in the dorms and give them home-cooked food instead of having to deal with having to go to Popeyes or Pizza Hut or Burger King or Subway all the time, or the dining facility. After that webinar, one of the benefits of the webinar is connecting with people that are attending. So a lot of people were dropping their LinkedIn profiles and making connections. And this week, I guess those pants aren't gonna fit there. Yeah, these are still the old uniforms. I wear both sets. I rotate them out every week. The LinkedIn webinar networking with people, get to see their excitement and help each other out, and they drop their links, and so I went through and found ones that I weren't connected with, and I connected with them, and I didn't realize it, but I ended up with over 300. I think today I had, well, let me look on my phone real quick. Let me see, LinkedIn. So I had less than 300 connections, and then as of today, I have 321 connections. So there's, and a lot of those were on Thursday night, but there was a side effect to it, and I think, I don't know if it was a side effect to it, or maybe just people just catching up after the webinar the day after or something like that, but I left the night with 312, I think, and now I have 321. The sfl-tap Department of Labor class. Oh yeah, so that class was interesting also because we were all retiring except for this one second lieutenant, and she was like, I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna work in media. And so she has a degree in that, and she joined the Air Force, and they got her doing something in operations, which gave her some good leadership skills, no doubt, but she likes to make content, and she's very good at video editing and taking pictures. That's what her degree's in, and that's her passion. So she pretty much just fulfilled her obligation as an officer, first-term officer in the United States Air Force, and now she's on her way. So good luck to you, Alyssa, if you're watching. Hopefully we'll see each other on our way out. And I think that's about it. It's a short one tonight. I gotta sit here and iron these pants, iron my uniforms. Oh yeah, before I forget, let me talk about the work week a little bit. Work week has been interesting, since it was really for me 3 days in the office. So I tasked my NCOs and airmen to get a lot of stuff to me that they wanted me to look at and stuff before I left. But it's also Staff Sergeant APR season, and I'm rating on 5 total of them. Anyways, give them heads up, you know. A few weeks ago, probably I gave them like a month's notice about not needing stuff for their EPRs, and I even did a couple sessions, group think sessions with them to come together and see, just write up on a whiteboard different things that they worked on together that they can share credit for. You know, someone will take the lead on something, someone will co-lead it or assisted in it or something like that. But man, I tell you what, I don't know if it's because of COVID or what, but just finding things, accomplishments for this year is really tough, and it makes it tough for me because in their minds everything should just fall into place, I guess, or something. At least in my mind it should. I mean, I've only been with them since like mid-September, so from January 31st or February 1st of this year up until now, I mean, what were they doing, you know? I know that work slowed down or didn't happen at all for a while, but I don't know, they're all young, they're all unsure. Got one NCO deployed, got one airman, he's deployed, so I'm not worried about his EPR right now because his isn't due for a couple more months, but everyone else though, it's just a struggle to try to get information for them, and they're due tomorrow. And how many have I done? 2. I'm gonna have to like pull their teeth or something and look to see exactly what they did this year. I mean, the staff sergeant that's deployed and her husband they both work in the office with me, and they both got here a couple months before I did, so there was a little transition piece, you know, as we lose time and stuff. But there's just too many people in the office for the amount of work that we have at the moment, so it's gonna be hard. Anyway, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching the Joe Show. Let me finish ironing my clothes, okay? I'm gonna walk around and shut up the button.